G'day linesmen, welcome to another Trap Chat where we talk about footballing news from around the world. And today we have a Lionel Messi story. That's right, there has been some news in the past few weeks and months about Messi might be wanting to leave Barcelona. And his president, Josep Bartomeu, has just come out and said, "I'm not going to give details, but Messi has said many times that he will end his football life in Barcelona. We are focused on the competition and there are negotiations with many players. Messi wants to continue and wants to end his career here. He has many years left and we are now going to enjoy him for much longer." Now, as I said before, there has been many rumours, many news stories about Messi wanting to leave Barcelona when his contract runs out in the summer. It has been a news story that has had rumours. We're not too sure if this is true or not. He hasn't really come out and said anything about it himself. He's just not happy with how things are run. The president just not happy with the overall plan of Barcelona itself. He has said before that he's not happy, but we just don't know if he actually wants to leave the club in the summer. It is possible. It is very possible that if Barcelona don't get their act together, that Messi will leave. Now, this ponders the question, will he leave Barcelona? Let's have a look at it. He's 33 years old and his contract is expiring in the summer. That means if he does decide to leave, Barcelona might not get any money from it at all. And we all know Messi is the most expensive player in the world. He will be worth about $200 million plus, if that. And will Barcelona try to keep him? Yes, we can see from President Bartomeu's words that they really want to keep him. And they just losing Messi would cost them money and cost them a lot, especially with the fans. Messi, the best Barcelona player to ever live. But that also ponders the question, will other teams want him? Yes, of course they will. So where would he go? There's been some talks about joining Cristiano Ronaldo in Serie A or just, maybe some English clubs. Look, it doesn't seem very likely at the moment, but if someone comes with a big money offer for Messi to Barcelona before his contract runs out and Barcelona know that he wants to leave when his contract runs out in the summer, then look, it's kind of a no-brainer for Barcelona to accept that big money deal. Now, should Barca keep him? Should they convince him to stay? Or they can sell him early, as I just said. Now, is Messi still the player that he has been? Is he still the best player in the world? Look, this season, he has played 38 games, 27 goals, and 24 assists in all competitions. And yes, he has broke personal records in La Liga with assists. So it's clear that he's still a beast. Last season, the 2018-19 season, he's played 50 games, 51 goals, and 36 goals in La Liga with 21 assists. So clearly Messi is still the best in the world. Barca would probably be stupid to let him go, and other teams would probably be stupid not to want him. Just let alone that marketing sense. We saw that with Ronaldo in Juventus. They already made their money back with jersey sales and just the marketing alone. Now, should Barcelona keep him? We can see he's still got it. He may be, not the Messi of a few years ago, but he's 33 years old. He still has a few years left in him. He is the best player in the world, arguably. We've seen it with Ronaldo. He's 35 years old. He's still performing at the highest level. Now, the pros of Barcelona keeping Messi. The pros of Barcelona selling Messi would be the money that they gain from the transfer, and just maybe they've been focusing on Messi as a focal point in the team too much. We have seen that this is not Barcelona's best season. Maybe selling Messi would be a godsend for Barcelona. I know it's hard to think that, but we've seen many times big players leaving big clubs, and then they've got all that money to rebuild the team from scratch. And Messi leaving, he would be the fans would be absolutely shocked. I don't know if you can rebuild after selling Messi for a while. He is the best Barcelona player in history, probably the best player in history, period. So selling Messi would be probably a big no-no, especially for the fans. Who are you going to get to replace him? It's impossible. But as I said, it could be a godsend by getting a bunch of players and rebuilding them like that. So yeah, there are some pros and cons of letting him go and letting him stay. But if he has decided to go, Barcelona should really think about selling him to a club before his contract expires, and they will still get a lot of money for him in that case. You're talking plus 100 million, I'm sure of it. Now, should he stay at Barcelona? Is staying at Barcelona the best option for Sir Lionel Messi? We have already said that it is the worst Barcelona in years. Yes, they are 4 points off first in La Liga currently, but it is just a pretty poor record. Their displays have been very dismal. 22 wins, 7 draws, 5 losses. That's a lot of losses. You do not want Real Madrid winning this La Liga season. And they're just another reason that Messi wants to leave is that the transfers have not been great. Just the whole plan around Barcelona in general have not been great. A lot is to blame on Bartomeu himself. Now we'll just look at some current transfers. They brought Griezmann for 120 million euros. Now, look, I'm not going to argue that per se because on paper that is a pretty good transfer. 120 million euros, maybe not, but he just has not performed this season with Barcelona as he has in the past with Atletico in France. I personally don't like Griezmann playing on the wing, where he has been playing a lot of the time. As a replacement for Suarez in the middle there, yeah, I think that's pretty perfect for Barcelona, but he just hasn't been performing. Some other transfers, signing Braithwaite, that's a bit embarrassing for 18 million euros. I know they did need a striker. He has been performing in La Liga with his previous club, but that just shows their lack of planning, their lack of planning around buying players for Barcelona. Their squad depth is not that great for them. They've been playing a lot of youth players. Ansu Fati comes to mind, but look, he's playing pretty good. I can't argue with that. But they're Barcelona. I just feel like they need big players all the time. And as well, they do need a centre-back. You can tell that is a big problem for Barcelona. It has been for many years. With Umtiti out injured currently, they just do not have the world-class centre-backs that they used to. Piqué's still there. Langlet, I just do not rate them as much as what Piqué used to be and just the standard of full centre-backs for Barcelona now. And they've also had some blunders with Malcolm, Coutinho. It's just they have not worked out. And again, it shows the non-planning around Barcelona, the lack of planning. Another one has been Artura for Pjanic. Look, you can say Artura has not worked out for Barcelona as much as what they thought they have. Pjanic is a pretty quality player, and he does fit in this Barcelona team a lot. But it also shows that this team has now raised their average age a lot higher. A lot of their best players are now 30 and over. Suarez, Messi. A lot of these players, Pjanic now. So does this show that they're going for the short-term planning of going for a win, going for some trophies right away, or are they rebuilding? Maybe for Messi, he wants to just do the trophies right away because he's not going to be around for too much longer. As I said, he does have a few years in him still, of course. And another thing that shows a lack of Barcelona planning are the coaches that they've had in the previous years. They've just sacked Valverde. He was just a disaster, I feel. Look, he did win a few La Ligas, but he was just pretty clueless, as we all know. And the current coach, Quique Setien, is he the right coach for Barcelona? I would say from this season's performances, I would say definitely not. I feel like he is definitely not the right coach for Barcelona. And if Barcelona are to start planning right now, then I feel like they've got to get rid of him, maybe get a top coach, as Barcelona should have, or even just someone to start planning around them as well. Setien has not shown that he's fit. He doesn't have a good plan for Barcelona as well. I mean, my suggestion would be maybe bring in Xavi, um, maybe get him as assistant coach first or something, but he would be pretty good for Barcelona. I feel like Messi would want to stay with him as coach, or just bring him assistant coach with a top manager, something like that. But yeah, as I said, this is not the best Barcelona team. It is probably the worst in the past 10 or so years, I would say. Probably more. And that is probably from a lack of planning, a lack of going forward from Barcelona. Now, would it be interesting for Messi to be in a new team? Yes, it would be interesting. As I said, seeing him match up with Ronaldo again in Serie A would be quite the watch. But I think it would be the smart move for him to stay in Barcelona. Now, I think it's clear that he wants to stay in Barcelona. It's just these few little things that are keeping him up at night. Yes, I don't feel like they have the plan. He probably doesn't feel like that as well, obviously. But I feel like this, him saying that he's not happy with it, is just a tactic to get Barcelona to smarten up again, to get some transfers going, etc. He still has more to give for the team, obviously. And I feel like he's only 33 still. I know that's old, but he's still the best player in the world. His performances have not been lacking, and the best Barcelona player ever, arguably, but it's probably true. So selling him would not be great for Barcelona. So should he stay? Yes, I feel like he should stay. Especially if Barcelona are trying to rebuild the team again. Even if it's just for the short term, they might get a few centre backs in hopefully next season. They need to. And Barcelona, obviously, I feel like it is the best move to try and keep Messi to stay, as long as they're reassured that he's going to stay. Otherwise, they can sell him for a bit of money. But even that, I feel like they've got to let him stay. He is just the best player in the world, and it's just no use getting rid of him. And any team who gets him will be just, that they'll take that next step as well. So yeah, should he stay? Yes. Will he stay? Yes, I think he will stay. He's the Barcelona captain. He's been there his whole life. You guys are forgetting that. Everyone forgets that he's a one-club player, like your Francesco Totti's, Maldinis, etc. He's just up there, and he's the best player in the world, of all time. So I feel like he will stay, and I feel like he should stay. So yeah, guys, make sure you comment below. Do you guys think that he will leave? Should he leave? Should Messi leave Barcelona? And Barcelona have not been too great this season. Will they win the La Liga? Champions League maybe not looking good as well. I feel like they do need to strengthen their team a lot, especially in defense. So guys, comment below. How do you think Barcelona? Who should they sign maybe? And guys, like the video if you enjoyed this, if you learned something maybe, and subscribe to the channel. A lot of videos are up. New videos are coming daily. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I will see you later.